Good evening, Soul Cooking with Tea family and friends. I am Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with Tea, and it is Super Bowl Sunday and it is halftime. I told you to meet me here in Soul Cooking with Tea for a halftime sweet treat. So give me a second. I need to turn my stove up a little bit. Want to get my oil hot and ready. So let me go in and see if I can invite some people. Hope that you're having a great Super Bowl Sunday with your family and friends and loved ones. We here on the West Coast is just relaxing. It is almost dark here. And so we are just enjoying our Super Bowl Sunday. We've been to church. We are home. And so we just are enjoying our Sunday. So let me see if I can go in. Hold on. I want to be able to go in and share with my family and friends and loved ones. And when you come in the room, share if you don't mind. And okay, there I am. Share now. So I'm sharing it out. So everybody will know that we are live. Thanks for those that catch us live and those that will catch the replay. It shows me someone's here, but I cannot see who it is. But that's okay, because we are still going on with the show. So today, I told you to come in for a sweet Super Bowl treat, halftime. Meet me here at halftime. So listen, I'm about business. I'm about not wasting time. And so we're going to get it started here in Soul Cooking with Tea. So give me a second as I get my apron on and I can get ready to get cooking. So every Super Bowl, as I was growing up in Alabama, my grandmother always made sure we went Super Bowl shopping at the grocery store before Super Bowl Sunday. And for at least the first half, we would have something different to eat. And then the second half, we would have a whole different meal or snacks. We always had snacks. We would always, I think we had, like I started, because I always love pizza. I love pizza. And so we would have pizza. We would have chicken wings. My grandmother always made sure we had some type of dip and chips, whether it was Doritos or potato chips. We always had something. And so we would have a meal. And then we would have our snacks. And we always had something to drink, like sodas, punch, Kool-Aid, all of that. So it was always, we look forward to Super Bowl Sunday. And so I wanted to come in and share with you while it was halftime, a quick, simple snack. So what I'm going to make, well today, let me start with this. So today I was at church and one of my Latino sisters, spoke to me and she was like, hey, I haven't had a chance to catch up on my videos. I was like, no, don't worry. Today I'm going to make something sweet with the tortillas. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yes. Because I've had this before myself, my family and I, and we love it. It's very sweet. It's very quick. It's very fast. It is very easy. Hello, my sister Jenny. Thank you so much for joining. And so as we were talking, she was like, so you're making burritos? Burritos? It's spelled B-U-N-E-L-O-S. And hello, Mary. Thank you so much for joining me. And so, of course, I had to go to YouTube because, listen, I could not pronounce it. She wrote it down for me. She gave me the correct spelling for it. And she told me that in different parts of Mexico, it's made different ways. And she told me that, and my sister is Isabella. Thank you so much, Isabella, from Greater Life Baptist Church here in San Diego. So she told me in different parts of Mexico, it's made different ways. So let me check my stove. I don't want it to be too high. And so she told me about the, let me make sure, the burritos. And I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but you can go back and Google it. And so she said that in where she's from, they make them, and what they do, they take the whole tortilla, and they make them fresh. They make them fresh, and I don't know how to make them, take the masa and make them fresh yet, but I'm going to learn. I promise you that I will learn because I want to know myself. And she said what they do is they take brown sugar, they melt the brown sugar down, and listen, I wrote it down. I have notes. You see, I have my notes. So I'll share it with you all. I have my notes. She scribbled on here and told me exactly what I needed to do. And so she said that they use brown sugar. They melt it down, and then they take the tortilla, and this is corn, and they dip the whole tortilla in the brown sugar. And then they make a mixture with the cinnamon. Well, I didn't know that. I just came up my own way of doing it. This was before I even knew how to make them. My neighbors would always share with us when they make them. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way. Because remember, I said I'm from the South, and that's one thing we do. We'll try to figure it out. Even if we ask you, we're going to go in and try to make it our own, in our own way. So I'm trying to get the camera right so you all can see. So here I have some tortillas, and they are corn. So whatever brand you have in your area, this is just the brand we have here. This is amazing. I use them quite often. And so what I'm going to do first, because I already have my oil on. Remember, it's halftime. This is a quick, sweet treat. And so the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them just as if we were having Dorito chips. And that's it. I'm just going to cut them. It's no particular way to cut them. It's however you want them, big, small, however. And so I'm going to do it the way that, listen, the way I learned my own self how to make them. But I thank my sister Isabella for telling me the correct Spanish way to do it. But these are cut, and as you can see, I just cut them up. Different sizes, however you want, however many you want. I'm gonna push that to the side for just a second. And so I had a used jar where I had some vanilla beans, and it has a gray stopper, so I've washed it, kept it in my cabinet, because I knew one day that I would have to use this again instead of having to buy one again. So I'm just using some cinnamon that I bought at my local 99-cent store, and I'm going to take the top off. And I'm just going to pour some in. And so as you can remember, if, being a soul cooking family, I said we don't measure. Some things we do, especially when you bake cakes and pies. Hello, I want to make sure I say it right. Is it Kalisha? Haywood, thank you so much for joining. I hope I didn't mess your name up. Thank you, Sister Tanya, for joining me. And so, like I said, that the only thing we really measure is when we make cakes and pies, because you have to be exact with the measurements. And so I'm just putting me some cinnamon in here. Not measuring. As you can see, I got some cinnamon in. And put the top on it because I don't want that to waste and it be all over the table. So here I just have some regular sugar. And let's see if I can pour it in without making a mess. Not measuring. So let me see first, because I want to mix it. Let's see if I can get the top on. Okay, so really I'm just making sugar and cinnamon. So I think I need a little bit more sugar, just a little bit more. Okay, so take time and share this out, if you don't mind, with your family and friends, so that they can come on and get them a Super Bowl sweet treat real quick. So here's my cinnamon. Hopefully you can see it good. And the only thing I did was just mix cinnamon and sugar. So I'm going to go over to the stove. And I'm going to try my best to take you with me. Because remember, I still don't have a cameraman, but that's okay. So let me unhook. And let me bring you over to the stove. Hello, Cherie. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, yeah, my oil is hot. So hold on just a second. And let me put some in. Okay, let me turn the camera around so you can see. So as you can see, I just dropped them in. The oil is hot. It's bubbling. And I'll be quiet so you can hear it. I'm not going to stand too close because I don't want it to pop on me. Okay. So I have the chips in. They are frying. Let me put the camera back. Let's see if I can get it. Listen, once you move it, of course it's hard to always get it back exactly right. But we're going to see if we can, hold on, let's get something to prop it up. If we can get it back in the right position. Because we got to get us a cameraman so that we can get this together. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Got to get the legs right. All right, I think we're good. Let's see. You know, nothing wants to work when you move things. And so I guess I should have left it like it was. But I'm going to get it. So don't worry, even if I have to hold it. So let me hold it, bring you all with me back over to the stove because these are ready. Let me stir them a little bit. Oh yeah, so we can pull these out. Sorry about the difficulties, but you know what? We still gonna keep it moving no matter what. So if you could, while we are here and I'm trying to readjust, if you could just drop in the feed where you're watching us from and share this out again with your family and friends. We're just going to drop some more tortillas in, the last little bunch. And then that gives me an opportunity to come back over to the table so that I can get this camera back working properly. Let's see. One leg don't want to work. Oh, I think we got it. Let's see. Sorry about so many difficulties today, but we doing this show. Yes, we got it. And we're going to leave it there. So if you can't see me or hear me, please let me know. So let me check the chips. Sorry for me turning my back to you, but we want to leave the camera there so that we don't burn the chips. Oh, yes. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, from Atlanta, yes, Atlanta in the house. And so as I was saying earlier, on Super Bowl Sunday, we always had first half a meal, and then on second half, we had chips and dips and sodas and cookies and all kinds of things. Hello, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining from Phoenix, Arizona. So we always had different snacks, and we just enjoyed Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday in our house was so amazing. And so I wanted to come in, like I said, today, and just, hello, Claudius. Thank you so much for joining. I just wanted to come in and show you in between halves a quick Super Bowl snack that's real quick. So let me check the chips. Oh, yeah. Let me pull them out. Woo-hoo. They are ready. Hold on just a second. All right. So, for those that, are health conscious, you can use, change the oil up. I use vegetable oil. So, I'm coming back to the camera. I use vegetable oil. So, maybe you want to change, the oil that you use. So, let me see if I can. I'm trying to do this camera again. So I want to show you what the chips look like. So those are the chips. I pulled them out. I used vegetable oil. I just fried them lightly. And so now what I'm going to do is put a little of the seasoning on it. So let me see if I can hold the camera. Hello, Tracy. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm having some camera difficulties, but you listen, we're working it out. And so here is my cinnamon. And I know you said, oh, that's a lot. No, it's not. Because guess what we're going to do? We're going to mix it together. Hold on, y'all. And remember, I said that newspaper comes in handy during the week. And so this newspaper is the Sunday's paper. So the only thing I'm doing is mixing it up, getting the cinnamon on there. You don't have to. I didn't put that much. It looks like it, but it's not. Just do it like that. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Can I change my camera back around and get us back on the pole without falling down? Yes, we got it. And so let me get a plate. I should have had a plate already ready, but wasn't thinking. So excuse me for 1 second. So that way you all can see the chips. And you just sprinkle however much, of the cinnamon and sugar you want. You'll mix it together. It's very simple. So now it's halftime for the Super Bowl. And guess what? Now you have a simple, sweet treat to start the second half with. So let me show them to you. Hopefully you can see them good. And that is a simple treat for your Super Bowl Sunday. So again, I am Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with Tea. And I did not want to hold you long because, listen, I know everybody wants to get back to the game to see their favorite team win. But I wanted to come in and share with you a sweet treat. So Mary says, have you ever tried it with biscuits? Girl, yes. I have to repost that video because I've done the cinnamon and biscuits here in Soul Cooking with Tea. So thank you for reminding me, Mary. I'll make sure I start a watch party for Soul Cooking with Tea. Make sure you share it out with your family and friends. Yes, Mary, listen, that cinnamon, because Mary and I grew up in the same town, in the same neighborhood. And of course, our parents and Mary's mother and my mother lived on the same street. And so we have some of the same raisins as far as food, as how we live, how we were raised, how we raise our children. And listen, if you have not tried a cinnamon homemade biscuit out of the can, just wait until I start this watch party. It's very simple. You will enjoy it. Thank you for reminding me about that, Mary. So again, I'm Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with Tea. And this has been a Super Bowl sweet treat day. Have an amazing day. And thank you guys for joining me. Bye.